are here in the Mayweather Boxing Club, just 48 hours after the biggest, certainly, night of your professional career. Mickey Bey, brand new world champion. Congratulations, man.
Thanks.
How's it feel? You had a couple days to reflect on it. What's it been like?
Good. You know, I think it's gonna feel better once I receive that belt. It's gonna feel even better.
So you had that belt. Be honest with us. You get home. The first time you're alone, what'd you do? Did you go stand in front of the mirror with the belt on your shoulder?
Actually, that was his belt. I had to give it back. They gotta send me mine because that one had his name.
That's right.
So they gotta make mine like custom. But you know, yeah, we might have to romance me and that belt once I get it. We might have a little dinner.
A little alone time, huh?
Yep.
All right, well, tell us what it was like. I mean, the first... Well, actually, I want to ask you this. They read the scores. You know, it was a really hard score to fight to judge, depending on what you're looking for.
It wasn't hard to judge on who won, because I clearly won, but...
Well, saying that, though, like, Malinaji had him ahead, Faroud had him ahead. But my question is, when they read the two scores, they one for you, one for him, the third one being so wide, were you worried at that point?
No, because I knew that's what it was. Like, this the thing. I'm going to teach y'all elementary people this that don't know about boxing. I should bring Roger in here. But that's the way he fight every fight. You used to seeing more from me every fight. Now, guess what? Y'all ain't know I beat the #1 guy with one hand if y'all was smart. But, you know, y'all would have been able to see that. So I wasn't going to press the action too much because I had one hand against a great fighter, though, Miguel Vazquez. You know, much props to him. But I beat him every round. It was just that when you used to see me fight, what do you see me doing? I'm in there still, even though I'm a boxer, you see me throwing combinations and good shots. So to see him moving and fighting like that every fight, but I beat him at his own game every round. I just didn't fight the way that I always fight because I had one hand. I wasn't going to try to bull rush him and I only had one good hand. It wouldn't have made sense. So instead, I outboxed him and edged him every single round. So Robert Hoyle, I think that's the name, he did a great job because I don't usually even watch my fight. I watched it early and I had exactly what he had, 11 rounds to 1.
When did you hurt your hand?
I mean, this problem, you know the person, so you know this been a problem, but you know the opening bell was a problem.
I mean, was that something you were a little nervous about, you know, knowing that you had problems in the past?
I was so focused, it could have been, but I said, ain't no way I'm gonna lose this title fight. That's why I knew, see, that's the thing, and all the fans already, y'all know what I put on, y'all know I put on shows, but it's about getting the win when you fight for a title. It's a great fighter, never lost at lightweight. #1 lightweight in the world. The job is to go in there and win. On that night, it was to get the victory. And then being handicapped, it's like, come on, I can't underestimate the guy and go in and go crazy. And I'm handicapped at that. So my job was to say, you know, win a dog fight versus losing a pretty fight. You know, which one make more sense? You know?
Is that aggravating for you, though? I mean, kind of, you know, everyone knows that Vazquez is fights like that. He's sometimes not the most entertaining, but is that aggravating to you that's kind of rubbed off on you? I mean, of course you won, you get the belt's the most important thing, but you get some criticism.
Because I took the belt. Right. You can't criticize me. Like, it's only hating or something if you do. Nobody else wanted to fight the guy. Nobody else beat him, except for Canelo and Tim Bradley. So these other dudes won't beat him with 2 hands. I beat him with 1. So
how tough is it to fight a guy that's constantly?
Oh, he's a good fighter though. You know, I give him his respect. He can fight. Like he know what he's doing in the ring. You know.
But when is it frustrating for you though when he's trying to tie you up constantly?
Yeah,
you can't really.
He headbutted a lot. He held. I just ain't. It was annoying, but now that the fight is over, I can give him his props because he's a winner. He knows how to win. He just couldn't beat me. Like he wasn't beating me. So
how long do you? The hand issue, are you worried about that going forward?
No. If I did it that night, it's over now. Y'all dudes got a major problem, whoever I fight after this. I won this off willpower and being smart. You know, I'm a real throwback fighter, and I proved that on Saturday night.
Were you surprised that right after the fight that this guy called you out for your title? Yeah, I mean, obviously you're going to be out a while. You know, he healed the hand up.
No, it ain't going to be that long. It won't be. I'll be back soon.
Do you have your eyes on anyone in particular? You kind of, you know, now that you're a champion, you kind of
big fights. You know, you got a lot of delusional guys that's losing to Joe Blows and that was scared to fight this guy. Don't come to me now trying to get a payday. And you got a lot of dudes that could have Tell the truth. How many people you heard call out Miguel Vazquez before we fought? None.
Yeah, nobody, right.
Now, I stepped up to the plate and beat him. Nobody else called this guy out. They called all the other champions out, and everybody was scared to fight this dude.
What's it like to be Floyd's second champ?
Oh, man, you know, it's great. You know, me and Floyd family, I'm glad to bring the accomplishment like that. You know, all the help and all the things that he done for me. That's my way of giving back to him.
You've been a great fighter way back in your amateur, but you've always had something that's slowed you down, injuries, outside, whatever.
Right. It's perseverance.
But yeah, I say, how good does it feel that all that crap you went through? Is it even sweeter now that?
Even better, because we got a story like mine.
Yeah.
You know, nobody. The only dude in this recent era is probably Bernard Hopkins, but don't sleep on him either, because you know he gonna do the same thing. One thing about it is nobody can control what you do. Everybody in the world is humans.
But having said that, you had all the adversity, and now you go from the hunter to the hunted.
Right.
How difficult is that to now that you have to be careful because now you're where you wanted to be, that you don't slip.
Oh no, I can only go up. If I can win with one hand against the #1 lightweight in the world, imagine what's next.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people don't realize. They only had one.
Yeah, people don't realize that.
Against the #1. A lot of people trying to just take credit, but he just beat the #1 guy with one hand.
But what do you think about this? Your brother here got a world title. How was it for you?
It's a great thing. I knew he was gonna win all along. All the odds were stacked against him. He was in camp, barely sparred because his hand was hurt.
Yeah.
And he went out there and did what he had to do. You can't win a fight holding and running in with your head. My brother won the fight.
Yeah, and congratulations to whoever was smart enough to bet on me to get some early Christmas money.
Yeah.
They had me.
I saw that one ticket on Facebook.
My boy,
shout
my
out
brother,
to
what's up, AB? You know, he won a whole bunch of bread on me, and a million other people did. So
I had a friend of mine said, "Is begging to win this?" I said, "Well, he's an underdog." I said, "I think that's a pretty good bet," and he dropped some cash on you too.
Everybody, got a chance to win them some Halloween money, early Christmas money, whatever. Bills, money for the bills.
How long before we get a second Bay champion in the?
Oh, it won't be long. Believe me, like hard work,
persevere. So it's more motivation for me.
Right, it's more he see what hard work. You know, we grew up in the same house, of course, we brothers. So it's just once he get active, it's the same thing is gonna happen. Mark my words.
Yeah. We look forward to it. Cortez, not too long ago, August 30th had his return, Mickey World Champion. So Bay Brothers doing it. Before too long, we'll get back healthy and have a big one, and Cortez will be fighting for title before we know it.
Look out for next month, probably.
Look out for next month. You can look for me in a few months. I'll be back.
All right, guys. Congrats.
Thanks.